Hello Taurus, thank you for joining me for your love reading for the month of September 2024. As always, only take the messages that are meant for you. Okay, be careful with your comments because remember, it's not always going to be about you. Okay, so I'm going to describe what's going on in this read, and it's up to you to figure out who that message is applicable for. Okay, so I will say someone, and then you can feel out, oh, is that someone, is that me, or is that the other person? Okay, right, so you've got leveling up and mask. Right, love energies. Right, let's switch out to the overhead camera. Leveling up. Now, your first message with leveling up says you deserve the best. And that's absolutely true. Okay, you do deserve the best. You deserve someone giving you their best and vice versa. That other person deserves you giving them your best as well. Okay, it's got to work both ways. Now, this is indicating to me, because you've got the mask here as well, that somebody is in love with you and they are currently hiding their feelings, or that could be you towards another person. You could be in love with someone and hiding your feelings away from them. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's actually a random crow has decided that I'm gonna have to go check that out in a minute. Okay, I do apologize for that interruption there, Taurus. I'm a firm believer in everything that happens during the reading is actually part of that reading. Now, it sounded like a crow. I had to go check it out because it was actually on the windowsill outside. And they were knocking on the window. And that's a really rare and unusual occurrence. So I've gone and checked. It wasn't a crow, it was actually a magpie. And he's sitting there on the windowsill there, just knocking on the window. So I'm going to really quickly research what magpies knocking on your window means, because there is going to be a message there for you guys because I'm doing your reading. Okay, so let's take a look. It flew off again because one of the neighbours came down the road with his motorbike. So okay, so according to Google, a magpie tapping on your window is it's an omen of someone passing on, someone passing away. So obviously we don't predict that sort of thing here. Okay, that's not what our channel's for. Another reason why a magpie could be tapping on a window, because it indicates that someone is needing to let go of the past and move forward with an open heart and an open mind. Okay, so yeah, I mean, always do your own research. Okay, whatever you feel, and culturally as well, you need to take in your own culture into account for what that means. Because again, magpies, it says here that they're seen as a symbol of change, transformation, and new beginnings. Okay, in many cultures they're associated with good luck, prosperity, and wisdom. So obviously for me personally, when me having like a Celtic background, that would be a symbol of good luck and transformation. And then for others, so for you viewing this reading, it might not be such a good omen for whatever culture that you've come from. Okay, now when you take that in combination with the fact you've got these two cards that have come out here, and we were just explaining how someone is hiding their feelings of love from another individual, and they shouldn't be. Transformation is going to be required for whoever it is that's hiding their feelings. Okay. Now, leveling up, that's going to be a necessity. This energy is all about somebody getting comfortable with their own emotions to the point where they can actually admit to another person, do you know what? I've fallen in love with you. Okay, that takes a lot. But the fact is, we've got someone here who is wearing this metaphorical mask and refusing to acknowledge how they feel towards someone. And it's really unhealthy. Okay, someone is definitely holding on to past hurts with this leveling up energy. So I'll switch out the camera again and so that you can see. You can see what's written on that card, okay? You deserve the best, major improvement, doing the inner work and dealing with past hurts, yet wearing a mask, okay? So I'm going to take whatever bottom card, yeah, cheers, new beginnings, there we go. Very, very powerful messages that are coming through for you guys today. Cheers, new beginnings, anniversary, milestone date, celebration, meeting new people and happiness. Yeah. So Taurus, you're being told here, look, change and transformation is definitely a requirement. Okay. There is a cause for a celebration here, or potentially a cause for a celebration, providing somebody within this particular connection starts honoring how they feel and they start being completely honest about how they feel, no longer hiding their feelings. This combination here is someone not happy, not fulfilled, not content, but by the same token not really doing much about it either. Okay, so being in this place of stagnancy. It is time for somebody to level up. Now, this could also indicate that somebody that you're dealing with or used to deal with has been going through this leveling up process. Maybe a situation has happened to them where it's been a bit of a shock to the system, okay? Maybe the magpie omen for them was a bit more of a negative omen, and it kind of forced them into changing, forced them into realizing, do you know what? It is a horrible cliche, but life really is far too bloody short to be wasting time not living happy, not being happy. Okay, this energy tells me that somebody, and again, when I say the word somebody, you've got to fill in the blanks for yourself. Somebody has realized that that they're just wasting time. They're just wasting time. Can you tell us more about this energy for Taurus, please? Was this leveling up for Taurus? Queen of Coins and the Seven of Cups for leveling up. Yeah. So this is indicating that somebody is considering all of their options here. Now, these two energies are in stark contrast to each other. You've got one that's about stability, security, permanence, growth, abundance. It's very, very nurturing energy with the Queen of Coins. And then the other one is more scattered. It's more disorientated, disarray, trying to make a decision, but again, an emotional decision. And I feel that that emotional decision is causing a lot of confusion here. What's that Seven of Cups, please? What's that Seven of Cups? Thank you. Temperance. Balance is required. Moderation is required. Okay. I'm getting the energy of an individual who was, up until recently, quite a bit of a commitment phobe here. And someone's realised now that they're needing to balance out, that they're needing to sort out their mind, they need to be more adaptable. So, I mean, you could be dealing with another fixed sign, another Taurus, or a Leo, an Aquarius, a Scorpio. You could be, because you've got really rigid energies that's coming out here. It's almost like somebody was determined that they weren't gonna start doing the right thing, that they weren't, that, you know, that they were just happy to let things play out the way that they were. You know, definitely somebody who doesn't like change. And that screams to me of another fixed sign, or it could be you. Like this could have been your energy. Somebody was being really indecisive here because they would much rather just allow something to play out, you know, without taking any kind of responsibility here. What's this mask? What's being hidden? What's this mask? Thank you. The Ten of Wands. Responsibility. Yeah, someone's saying that they didn't want the responsibility here. The responsibility that commitments would entail. They didn't want to grow up, basically. They didn't want to grow up. Five of Wands, but it was causing conflict. It was causing arguments. It was causing far too much unrest. Okay. Can you tell us more? Thank you. Yeah, High Priestess. Behind the veil energies, being nudged. I feel that this is the energy of this person who didn't want to grow up, being nudged, being forced to change, being forced to adapt. You know, it's almost like certain situations have played out in this person's life or in your life, if you know, if this is your energy, that have basically forced your hand here in quite a lot of ways. And it's also going from the 10 to the 5 of the same suit. You know, that's something being cut in half, something being broken in half, metaphorically, pulled apart even. Dropping the burden, sorting something out here. So this was a situation then, I'm reading, where you were both forced apart, you were both forced to take different paths in life. So that you could both level up here, independently, away from each other. So it's very likely with this coming out in your energy that you're going to be crossing paths with this person again. What's this Cheers energy? The Fool, new beginning. Aquarius energy, a new beginning, a new adventure. Being more optimistic about the future here with the Fool. Temperance again, Temperance twice. Heavy Sagittarius energy coming through for some of you. Again, moderation, but there's yellow. What's that yellow? That could be the navel, the solar plexus chakra for the yellow. It's like willpower, vitality. It can be blocked by shame. So somebody was made to feel ashamed, or they were shamed for being in love. Felt like their hand was being forced, that they had to hide their feelings. This could be like a same-sex situation here. Can you tell us more about that? Temperance for Taurus, please. Four of Cups. Yeah. There's shame. There's guilt. There's an attachment to shame and guilt. Somebody's needing to surrender that attachment to shame and guilt. It's like Spirit's coming through and saying, you've nothing to be ashamed of. You've nothing to feel guilty for. And the moon at the bottom of the deck really reinforces the whole secrecy of this energy. Someone is secretly in love with you here, Taurus. I'm certain of it. Or you're secretly in love with another. And the only real way that this is going to change, as Mr. Magpie was telling you, is if you actually get off your arse and do something about it. Whoever it is that's hiding their feelings here, they need to get off their arse and do something about it. Now is definitely the time for action and honesty and integrity. This is not going to be the month for being secretive and coy and shy. Because that's building up internally for someone here. And it's causing further problems. It's causing further stagnation with their own growth. It's time to level up. It's like whoever this is that's hiding their feelings is going, do you know what, I've always waited for the other person to say something to me first before I did anything with it. And now it's like the tables have turned. Now they have to take the initiative here, especially with that Fool, the Temperance and the Four of Cups. But someone's afraid to take the initiative because they're afraid of rejection. That fear of rejection is attached to some kind of internal guilt and shame. It's like they're going, I don't know how I would cope if Taurus was to reject me. I don't know how I would cope with that. Well, what other option is there? Their other options here are incredibly limited. And the more that they hold on to this, the worse they're making it for themselves. The more stagnation they're causing for themselves. It's like the universe is forcibly pushing this person to start living in their truth, in their integrity. And it's the hardest thing ever for someone to do here. Why? Because it puts someone in a place of being vulnerable. They don't want to be vulnerable. They don't feel strong enough to be vulnerable. Can you tell us more for Taurus? Thank you. Ace of Swords, yeah. As I was saying, this person's hand is being forced because they've sat on this now for so long. Their own life has been paused for so long while everyone else around them has been adapting, evolving. And this individual has never been able to evolve past a certain stage in their life. Why? Because they're stuck. Well, why are they stuck? Because they're not honoring their own feelings here. They're actively hiding their own feelings. The Ace of Swords is a truth speaker. Is a truth speaker. They're being urged to speak and live their truth. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's Aries energy. Yeah, that's making the right choice. Page of Wands. That's taking the initiative. A Knight of Wands. Okay, that's feeling excited. Feeling revved up, geared up, ready to go. And the King of Swords under there. That's like a cool, calm, collected exterior. And then the Sun underneath that one. The truth is that this individual is actually afraid to be happy. They are afraid to be happy. It's like they actively try and push away their happiness, you know. Like, for example, if this person was watching a comedy, they would actively stifle a laugh instead of allowing themselves to fully laugh. Do you know what I mean? It's a control thing. It's a control issue. They're saying with this energy, well, you know, when I'm feeling down and when I'm feeling sad, at least I know where I stand with that. Which is quite sad. It is quite sad. It's almost like they're too afraid to allow themselves to experience life here to the fullest, to let their hair down, to stop being so highly strung, you know. They're afraid of what will happen if they have, quote unquote, too much fun. So that's personality trait, especially with the sun being underneath that one. That's just their personality trait. And that's where Spirit's trying to urge them to change it up a little. 10 of coins at the bottom of that deck. I mean, they might have come from a really strict family. Or if this is your energy, you could have come from a really strict family. Yeah, another 10 under there, the 10 of wands, do you see what I mean? That's why it's important to feel out the energy. You've got to feel out what's going on with tarot, rather than just memorize individual card meanings. You've got to really sit in the energy and feel it. That's a strict family right there. 10 of coins, 10 of wands. That could be why this individual is so guilt-ridden. It's almost as if someone else within their family has made them feel like family first, this, that, and the next. Your job is here, your job is to look after us, you know. And in the meanwhile, their own life is just passing them by. You know, their family members here making them feel guilty, probably for spending time with you or wanting to spend time with you. Right, let's pull some advice here, and I am going to be using this gorgeous deck. It is this one, the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot. The link for this particular deck, you're going to find that in my description box below. I'm using that one today to pull you some advice to go with this reading. If you have advice for Taurus Collective in love, please. Advice for Taurus Collective in love. Right, let's get you 3. I'm feeling 3. Page of Swords, 2 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Coins. Number 1, hold on to what it is that's important to you. It's under there, the 2 of Wands. Yeah, same energy, same card. 2 of Wands. It is time to make a decision, okay? It's time for somebody to make that firm decision. Now you can see in that doorway how lush and green and how abundant it is past that particular doorway. But this individual's comfort zone is currently the 4 walls that they are accustomed to, okay? So somebody is needing to break free from those 4 walls, their comfort zone, and take a risk. Do something different, right? And again, the atmosphere of where they're at right now, energetically speaking, it's been done. It's been done. There is nothing more to do in that particular environment. You can see that the floor is actually sand. Okay. Page of Swords, that's the card of the investigator. It's the card of doing some research. It's also seeking the truth. So you've got seeking the truth and then someone here speaking the truth. Okay, they two go hand in hand with each other. So somebody is needing to search for the truth of a situation to do with 2 of Cups. A partner, a partnership, a relationship, a situationship. You probably did suspect that this individual was hiding feelings for you here, Taurus. And you've been actively looking for some kind of evidence of that. Okay. And you can see in the foreground there, it looks like fields of gold. Yeah. The truth is, they're saying, with this combination, And if you were completely honest with yourselves that you're both in love with each other. That's why you've got the fields of gold over there. And then the 4 of coins. It's holding on. It's holding on. And she's literally holding on to one of the flowers that symbolises one of the pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. New opportunities. Another message of new beginnings. Okay. New start. So this is saying for you to seize the day, seize the moment, or for the other person, seize the day, seize the moment, take that necessary risk. But also it's a message of remaining cautious, okay, remaining sensibly cautious. Let's see what else. What else can you tell us for Taurus in love here, please? Ooh. So, Taurus, the symbols for birds are going to be less than subtle, should we say. Like from the moment I opened up your reading to right now, the symbol of birds have been really, really strong. You've got the clock as time. And then you've got the actual birds as well, which is communication. And it came out with sudden wealth. Taking that gamble. It's literally a gambling machine. So if this is you that's holding back your feelings, you're being urged to take that calculated gamble, that calculated risk. Okay. Obviously, don't jump into anything without doing some research first. Finding out the facts first. But once you have all of the information that you need, take that leap, take that jump. Okay. This one feels like happy communication. Again, because of the context that it's come out in. Okay. Sometimes that can be gossip, slander, maliciousness, rumours. Okay, I'm not feeling that for your energy today, especially given the context. Okay, sudden wealth, that's like the Wheel of Fortune on crack. Okay, it's a very abundant, very optimistic, very pleasant energies, and it's like Spirit saying it's your time. This is your time. This is your moment to speak. And then if you know that this is someone else who is in love with you, and they're hiding their feelings, as we've already discussed, then this is going to be a message for them. Now is your time to speak up. You've got child at the bottom of the deck. So a child in this deck, it can be an actual literal child. More often than not, though, it indicates doing something for the joy of doing it without any kind of expectations. It's like that childlike, inquisitive nature. Okay, somebody's needing to be inquisitive. Somebody needs to sort of approach this situation from this beautiful, youthful, freedom-loving place. Okay, that's the child energy. What else for Taurus, please? Distant thunder, clear the air. Yeah, it's time for someone to clear the air. Because I'm getting the message here that bad feelings have been brewing due to whoever it is that's hiding their feelings, being adamant of hiding their feelings. So it's causing bad feelings here. It's time to clear the air. Transformation, there you go. A fresh new way of living emerges. I'm telling you, somebody is afraid to be happy. That's why they're holding their tongue. And the more they hold their tongue, the worse they're making it for themselves. What else? For our Taurus collective, please. Okay. So someone's initials could be O, OJB, and E. Jeb. Someone called Jeb. Or Job. And you've got X under there. I wouldn't like to think anyone's dealing with an X, but it's always possible. Okay. Right, so I'm going to close out your reading with one of these swearing cards. If you're sensitive to that sort of thing, then you just don't have to listen, okay? It's just a little bit of light-hearted fun at the end of your read. Hear no shit, speak no shit, and take no shit. Yeah. I always say, if you've got a really good, strong sense of self, then it's going to be really difficult, if not impossible, for anybody to fuck with you. Okay? You've got to have a strong sense of self. Don't get involved in any kind of gossip this month. Any sort of low vibe activities, okay? Don't get involved with anyone else's shit, and don't ever feel like you have to take other people's shit on the chin either, okay? There are ways that you can defend yourself without it being abrasive. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys. A really, really bizarre reading. But as I say, everything that happens during your read, it is part of your read, okay? Always make sure you do your own research. Never take offense at anything that comes out of a general read, especially. Any information that you need, you're going to find it all in my description box below, including the link for where you can place your personal booking with me as well. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you did like it and you're wanting to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.